Hey, you already know what it is, man. Free game all day, man. Like and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, you can tell I'm in a good mood. I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. I know y'all niggas ready to get off of work. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the weekend. The weekend's here again. So, and guess what? To cap off this weekend, I'm finna get some good game. It's gonna be some good stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And normally something like this will apply to men, but I think women can definitely, understand this also. So I'm finna hit you with it, let you know what it is, and we just go from that. So name of this this video it is actually kind of funny to me. It's called "It's Never Yours, It's Just Your Turn." So I just want you to, before I explain this to y'all, I just want you just to put in perspective. Just think about it. You know, don't think about yourself. Think about a homegirl or a homeboy or somebody you know. You know what I'm saying? And so most of the time in relationships, you will meet people and y'all will be together for a certain amount of time. Even somebody might get tired of somebody, or it could be something to where, it could be a dramatic breakup. But somebody, most of the time, somebody's heart is going to get broken, or somebody's feelings going to get hurt. That's just the way it goes. It's always like that. That's just what it is. But just take yourself out the equation. Just think about this. You got people who've been together for like 5 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25, 30 years. And then they divorce. So just imagine how those people feel who've been together like 10 plus years. Their feelings are like totally crushed too. But most of the time, it depends on how young they are. If they're kind of young, let's say like they've been together, like they got together at a young age and then they grew old. Sometimes when that happens, somebody got tired of somebody. Every time somebody got tired of somebody. But guys guys have more are more territorial over women than, and I'm not saying women not, but women, they kind of, you know they kind of think some shit theirs, but that's only when they're not through with the nigga. A lot of times, like when women be dealing with men, if they're not mentally through with them, then they kind of territorial over him. You know what I'm saying? But once they through with him, they don't care who deal with them. But men, we kind of like, and excuse my language, but we just kind of like, oh, this our bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my woman. Or that's, like, it could be a woman that you don't even deal with no more, and men, they still will refer, hey man, I seen your woman, or that's what you call old lady. He used to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? Men still talk like that. So because the association was so strong, that's where you know the person from, and so you know them from dealing with this particular person. So that's what it is. But in reality, the way we need to approach and think about it is not never ours. It's just our turn. When you're dealing with a woman and you're dealing with her for 1, 2, 3 years, and she want to break up or she through with you or whatever the fuck you want to say, you cannot. And I mean, I gotta like take my own advice myself. I admit that you gotta remember that you don't own this person. Everybody gonna have to die one day. We all gonna have to go. It's gonna be something that's gonna happen where we gonna end up separating. You might not want to happen today, but it's gonna happen one day. You cannot have the mindset that you own this person. You cannot have the mindset that this is something. I don't care how much you invest in it. I don't care what you do. At the end of the day, it's just your turn. That's it. It's just your turn. And if you adopt that mentality to where, like, you know that when you're dealing with somebody, there is an expiration date coming. One day y'all gonna separate. One day you're gonna have to go his way and you're gonna have to go your way. Or vice versa, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? One day this is gonna happen. So getting all like for the people who are hurting, the people who, are heartbroken, the people going through stuff, you have to remember that this was never your person. You were just borrowing them. It was just a loan. And then you have to return them back. If you return them back to the streets, return them back to a grave, return them back to whoever. But it's just your turn. So I think that people need to have the mentality that when you're dealing with somebody, you got to have the best time possible with them, because you never know when it might end. You know what I'm saying? You never want to take the time for granted. You want to enjoy the time that you're with them. And so I think as long as a person has that mentality, then, walking into whatever situation or even just life, you won't be so hung up on a breakup. You won't be so hung up on that you and this person don't deal with each other no more, because you understand and you understood that you're only borrowing this person. That's all you're doing. That's it. So, I know there's some people that might be a little offended or might feel some type of way off this video, but trust me, like that is, and that's nothing you have to show. You just have to understand it behind closed doors. Like it's hard to kind of say it or admit it, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is not your person. This is not the person that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with. You just dealing with them for a period of time. And if you really seriously think about it, like I'm 41 years old. So I can look at and think about all the relationships I was involved in. And that's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was just dealing with them for a period of time. Then they got the hell on. Because it was just my turn. Now it's somebody else's turn. Then it's going to be somebody else's turn after that. Then it's going to be somebody else's turn after that. So the shit don't end. That's just what it is. So, I just want to drop that little jewel for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's real, it's harsh, but it's reality. And you want to have a little hope going into situations. You want to believe that, you and this person is going to make it. But at the end of the day, you have to come to terms that if something happens, and no matter what happens or how it happened, but when something happens, it was just your turn. All right, man. Like and subscribe my channel, man. Like I said, for the people, and listen, I want to say this real quick before the video goes off. Listen, if you having any kind of issues with dealing with narcissistic abuse, you feel like you have nobody to talk to or anything close to that, feel free to reach out. It's not a problem. I do counseling on the side a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to talk to, I would definitely talk to you. It's not a problem at all. I understand how it feels. I've been there before, and I know that it's hard to actually explain and talk to other people about something you're going through when they don't understand it. But I do. You know what I'm saying? So feel free to reach out. I could set up a time with you. We can whatever. But don't keep it to yourself. Don't sit in a depressed vibe. You know what I'm saying? Feeling. Don't be depressed. You can hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Email me, inbox me, whatever you feel like doing. For the people who have subscribed me through Facebook, I'm in Facebook jail. Again, like they linked all my accounts. I had so many old accounts. They linked all of them up. And I probably won't actually be able to post on Facebook till like next year. It's crazy. But that's the deal. My inbox works. You can always inbox me. All right. Holler at me, man. It's all good. All right. Be easy.